Hello YouTube! So, you want to reach the highest rank in the Divergent Universe, the Inorganic General, and that before you grow a freaking beard or you lose your entire hairline due to stress. Well, I got your back. In this video, I will give you 10 tips in order to reach this rank as fast as possible, and now you don't need any Eidolon 6 unit. In fact, I did it without any Eidolons on my characters, even though I had signature icons on two of them. Without further ado, let's just get started. Tip number 1. Never pick single target DPSs. So no Fei Shao, no Silly, no Silver Wolf or anything like that. Just like Memory of Chaos and Apocalyptic Shadow, they made sure this Divergent Universe is fully catering to AoE. In fact, you may as well copy the team that you used to beat Nikador in Memory of Chaos or the one that you used for Apocalyptic Shadow, and that will be about it. Tip number 2. While you don't need any particular DPSs or supports, I have to mention that Jade and Tribbie absolutely break this Divergent Universe. They are absolutely busted, and that is because of the 3-star blessing Sands of Sunrise solo dance. Every time an ally uses a follow-up attack on a target, it delays the action by 25% to a maximum of 2 times, and if you upgrade it to a maximum of 3 times for 30%. This pretty much means that instead of attacking 2 times, an enemy will only attack once. And this is absolutely massive when you consider we no longer have the abundance or the preservation path. I lost count of how many times this blessing saved my skin. Tip number 3. Avoid occurrences. Avoid them like horror devs are avoiding events. I am not kidding you. So in the previous iteration of the Divergent Universe, I used to always go for occurrences because you had a pretty good chance to hit it big, to basically win an entire run just from those. But now you have an equal chance to lose it all. On top of that, consistency is the name of the game, as you need to pretty much win 4 runs in a row, or well, to keep an above 50% win rate in your runs if you want to reach Inorganic General. So you want to lower the RNG as much as possible. Not to mention that right now there is a occurrence in the game that pretty much can end your run. Ideal success ratio. Who came with this name? I feel like they are mocking us. This occurrence forces you to pick one absolute failure curio. Half of them simply cripple you even against common mobs, like the one that freezes you and makes you lose 1 turn, or the one that reduces your damage to 0 for your first turn. You get it. I myself have unlocked a new option, a secret one for this occurrence, where I don't pick any of the absolute failure curios and I only get 300 cosmic fragments, but I have no idea how I did that, so sorry about this. If any of you know how to unlock this secret option, please let me know in the comments down below, just for the others to also be aware of it. Regardless, occurrences are way too RNG for my taste. Tip number 4. Just as I told you to always dodge occurrences, I always pick reward domains followed by combat. And that is when the purple one is not available, which is very rare, and I have no clue even what is the name. You know it when you see it. Regardless, combat domains will always provide you with blessings, which are amazing. Especially the 1-star rarity ones are a lot more universal now. As for the reward domain, you can't really go wrong with it. You'll always get something, and in some cases you may get 3-star rarity blessings or curios. I had instances where I was getting the ideal success ratio from it though, but I don't know if this qualifies as a reward domain once you unlock the secret path, or you can also get it before it. Again, please let me know if you can get this freaking occurrence before you unlock the secret path. Then I would advise you dodging the reward domains also. But what about the adventure, wealth, and the combat encounter? Well, combat encounter is up to you. The rewards are absolutely amazing. If you know your team is strong enough and you have enough blessings and curios to take it on, I will consider it even the best domain possible. But if you don't, then it's pretty much a guaranteed loss. I myself have always dodged it because, again, It's all about that consistency, and I don't want to risk losing a run just because I got a fight against the freaking trash cans and none of my teammates has their ultimates in order to deal with them fast. As for wealth and adventure, well, adventure in my opinion is way too RNG. It does not help that my team did not have movement techniques in order to deal with the trotters and the vases, and I also have skill issues with the compass and the dodge. Even if I had characters with movement techniques, I would still dodge it because the rewards were too small. You only get some cosmic fragments, one blessing and one curio. The only exception is the Han one, which I consider the best since it has a chance to grant you a 3-star curio. But again, consistency. The only time I will consider adventure domain is if I get that curio, sleep, something that upgrades. As for the wealth domain, I'm only considering it as providing you with 300 fragments because only those are guaranteed. The rest is on the freaking wheel. You might lose all the pulls in a row or you might get a negative curio from it, so it's not worth the risk. Tip number 5. Pick day over night. This tip is flexible, and if you are watching this months from now on or even a few weeks from now when Mighty releases, when Castoris and Cypher release, this might change, but as it currently stands, day has the best boons because it provides buffs regardless of your team. Everyone can take advantage of them at their max potential. On top of that, you remember that the 2-star curio that was 1-star before, written in water? Yeah, that is widely considered one of the best curio in the game, if not the best one, because it recovers the entire HP, energy and techniques, and also resets the downed characters when entering in the domain. Well, they provides half of that. When entering in combat during the day, you will get a pretty much full heal on all your teammates, and every few turns you'll also get that healing. On top of that, if you combine it with tribbie's boon, it also fills the energy of your ultimates. Again, I love the extra cosmic fragments from night and I love the max HP, but overall at this point in time I consider day vastly superior. Tip number 6. Try your best to get the hypersonic cloud meteor, the 3-star blessing of destruction that distributes the damage across all your allies. Do you absolutely need this blessing in order to beat Protocol 6? No, I was able to do it even without it in some situations. However, if the difficulty is 8 without this blessing, then with it, it becomes a 2. Tip number 7. From broken blessings to broken equations. Cocoon Dressmaker. Whenever your team enters the butterfly soul state, the enemies get inflicted with cocoon, making them unable to take action their next turn and also getting a 50% delay on top of some physical damage. Not to mention, while the team is still in the butterfly soul state, this will get repeated every 2 turns. What makes this so good is that pretty much any team in the game can take advantage of it. You only need to spend skill points in order to charge this butterfly soul, and if you have the right blessings, even gaining skill points will be enough. On top of that, there are also 2-star equations that transform it in pretty much Exodia. The Memory Seed Cultivator increases the duration of this butterfly soul by 50% and Book Weaving Divine Machine by 25%. Tip number 8. Speed and delays. That is the name of the game in Protocol 6. Outside of getting the blessings required for your equation, hopefully Cocoon Dressmaker, but regardless, outside of that, you should be looking for any blessings that increases either your team speed or provides a delay to the action of the enemies. Because if you let them move, you can be insanely tanky or you can deal all the damage in the world, but you still end up dead. Tip number 9. Blessings and equations over curios. While curios make the runs a lot funnier and more interesting, blessings and equations generally provide much better buffs, and not to mention, even if you get some bad blessings or equations, you can still reroll them. Finally, tip number 10. Don't squander your cosmic fragments. They are your most important currency, and by that I mean don't use them on occurrences to increase raids, or don't use them for random blessings or equations, or don't use them in those gamba machines, as tempting as some of the curios presented in there are. The simple fact is, it doesn't matter how broken a curio is. I never won a run solely because of it, but every run where I managed to get the cocoon dressmaker plus the 3-star distraction blessing, I won. And I won by playing on auto. That's just how good they are. So your number one target should always be to have enough cosmic fragments to reroll as much as possible and to buy the 3-star blessings from Skrulum's shop if they happen to appear there. As for the team that I used to clear it, I used Herta plus Jade plus Tribbie plus Linksha. Yeah, it's pretty much the best team in the game, but again, as long as you use Blast or full AoE DPS, you should be fine. In terms of Eidolons, as I mentioned, I have no damn Eidolon. The Lycon on Linksha is completely F2P, Jade is using the Battle Pass Lycon, so there is that, but you should still be able to get away with the F2P one, and Herta and Tribbie both have the signatures. If you found the video helpful, please remember to ring the notification bell, subscribe and like the video, it helps a ton. Until next time, have a wonderful day and bye.